Hello, hello. Hey, what's up, guys? It is Foster from Inglês no Rádio. I hope you are doing well and staying safe during these crazy times. As always, I am here with.
Alexia, hello everyone. How are you, Foster?
I am doing wonderfully. I cannot complain. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm great. I'm good. I'm okay.
Okay, cool. So, yesterday on the show, probably yesterday, we don't know when this is going to be released because we are recording a variety of episodes in quarantine. Too much information. But on another episode, we talked about Alexia's love for plants and how you are focusing on gardening during quarantine to stay healthy and happy and safe and fulfilled. So today we get to talk about my new hobbies. Woo!
Yes, I wouldn't say new hobby. It's an old hobby, but a new thing inside the hobby.
Yeah, that is one way to describe it. So what are we going to talk about today, Alexia?
We are going to talk about banjo.
Yes. Do you know what a banjo is?
Is instrument.
Yes. So let's begin with the pronunciation. Banjo.
Banjo.
Perfect. This is a great word to train your pronunciation in English. So, Alexia, can you say how would you pronounce this word in Portuguese?
Banjo.
Banjo, right? Banjo. In English, we say ban. Say that with me.
Ban.
Joe.
Banjo.
Yeah, and we really exaggerate that moving vowel, the O sound. So we're not saying banjo. We're saying banjo.
Banjo.
Excellent. Yeah, so I am starting to play the banjo. I'm really excited about it. Alexia, what do you want to know?
First
Ask
of
me
all,
some questions.
I want to know the difference between banjo and a guitar, for example.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand that, of course, I do understand that the sound is different, but why is that?
Okay, that's a great question. That's a big question. So let me ask you first, Alexia. What do you think is the difference, or maybe what are some of the differences between a banjo and a guitar?
The shape of it.
The shape is different, yes. So a banjo, you can imagine, it's a circle and it looks almost like you have a tambourine or like a pandeiro.
Mm-hmm.
And it's heavier. Yeah, the shape is different.
The shape, and I think it doesn't have that hole in the middle of it
No, it
that a
does
guitar
not.
has.
So an acoustic
And
guitar has a hole in the center where the sounds, the vibrations are created. Banjo does not have that.
And I don't know about the amount of chords. I have no idea if it's the same or if it's different.
That's a great observation. So first, Alexia, when you say chords, I imagine you want to say chordas.
Oh,
Okay, we say strings.
strings.
Yes. Okay, that is a great observation. So most guitars have 6 strings. That is a normal guitar, classical or otherwise. And the banjo I am playing has 5 strings, so 1 string less. There are also 4-string banjos, but I believe the traditional, typical banjo is a 5-stringed instrument.
And when you say like the traditional one, is it like bluegrass ones?
Yeah, so the banjo is traditionally a bluegrass instrument. So I don't know exactly where it was created, but I imagine somewhere in North Carolina or Virginia, Kentucky. And for those of you who don't know, bluegrass is a genre of American music that is kind of a combination of country, folk, jazz, and it includes a lot of fun string instruments like the banjo, the mandolin, acoustic guitars, and it's super fun and I love it.
Yeah, so why you were saying that, I was looking for where banjo was created. And I don't know if you did know that, but it was in Mexico by the slaves.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I did not know
so
that.
it was in Mexico by the slaves, and it was adopted by some groups of music during the 19th
The
century.
19th century?
Yes.
Do you want to try that one more time?
19th century.
There we go.
Yeah, because I'm reading in Portuguese and saying in English, so it's a very good exercise. And it's very, very used in folk music and bluegrass. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, great. Thank you for the in real-time internet research. So, yeah, that's pretty much the banjo. It's a 5-string instrument, very common in bluegrass and some other traditions in American music. And why am I starting to play banjo? The real reason is I just found this old banjo that's in one of our closets with all of my dad's old stuff. And that is actually how I began playing guitar. So, this is one of the things I love most about my father. He buys toys, he's bought a lot of instruments in the past, and then he just quits because he's lazy and he's not very patient with these things. In other things, he is not lazy at all and he's very ambitious. But with music, he tends to be a little bit lazier. So I found an old banjo. I took it to some guy that fixed it and makes it playable, and I'm learning how to play it.
That's awesome. You know that I love bluegrass music and I love banjo sounds.
You love the sound of a banjo?
I love the sound of the banjo, and I'm really happy that you're doing that because I am getting lives just for myself.
Yes, private live streams.
Yes.
Yeah. So, one of the real reasons I wanted to talk about this today, Alexia, is just starting a new instrument from scratch. Do you know what from scratch means?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from zero.
Do nada.
Exactly. I have never played the banjo. I don't know how it works. So I'm starting more or less from zero. I have experience with other instruments, but with banjo, nada, nothing. And it's just so fun to be a beginner, a complete beginner again. So I am literally doing like the most basic training, the most basic finger exercises, learning the new chords and how I should move my hands.
See, why did you say chords there?
Great observation.
Ha.
So strings are the individual strings, the chords.
Okay.
But we also have accordes, right? Which are a collection of notes that you play together. That is a chord.
Okay. It's tricky. It's very tricky.
It is a little bit tricky.
Because chord can be like your iPhone cord, right? O cabo do iPhone. Então.
Correct. Yeah. So another reason, the real reason, Alexia, why I am playing the banjo is probably my favorite artist nowadays, the tallest man on earth, also known as Christian Mattsson, a Swedish singer-songwriter who I absolutely adore. He is doing a live stream every Friday during quarantine, and he's playing a lot of banjo. And then I found a banjo, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. So in the last live stream, the tallest man on earth essentially was giving a banjo lesson. And someone asked, like, hey, I play guitar and I'm interested in the banjo. What would you recommend? Like, how do I improve? And I was like, ooh, I want to know the secret. What is the secret? And it made me really happy because the answer is there is no secret. So he was like, hey guys, when I start, I will just start playing 2 strings, like da 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 da, just so my thumb and my fingers can be accustomed to that movement. He's like, then I will do that, the most simple thing, at least 10,000 times. And
Yeah,
I
it's the
was,
same. It's the same as learning a new language. It's exactly the same as learning a new dance move. It's the same as learning how to, I don't know, do anything new. So there is no getaway.
exactly. There is no shortcut.
Yes, there is no shortcut. I was trying to look for it inside my mind, but I think getaway worked, right?
Yeah, it works. Yeah, and I was just really impressed that, learning the banjo is the exact same thing as learning a new language. It's the exact same thing if one of our students asks, how can I improve my pronunciation? How can I speak with a perfect accent? My real answer is precisely the same thing. Like, okay, find an area of pronunciation that you want to improve. Let's say the TH sound, o som do TH. Practice that literally thousands of times. And eventually, with time, it becomes natural and you can play and you can improvise and you can be spontaneous. Does that make
Yeah.
sense to you?
Yes, it does. And it's the same as me learning how to take care of plants that I've never did. So
That I've never
you
done before.
leave that I've never done before. You leave, you learn, you know, you learn, you know, you learn, you
I believe
learn.
you're trying to sing the Alanis Morissette song, which is you live, you learn, not you leave.
And you die, you learn, you die, you learn. É isso.
Okay, so at some point, I promised our employee, Felipe, that I would record a video playing the banjo. So I'm saying that live on the podcast. I will record a video of me learning the banjo. I will put it on the Instagrams.
Oh my God, I doubt it. Oh, I doubt it.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. Because I really, really doubt it.
Check out our Instagram, @Inglês no Cru, to see some beginning banjo magic.
Okie dokie. So good luck with that, Foster. I'm really enjoying it. Seriously, I love banjo. I love, how do I say gaita again?
Gaita is the harmonica.
Yes, I love harmonica. I think that I love a lot all the bluegrass instruments. So,
Yeah, folk instruments, yeah.
yeah, I think it's
Awesome.
very interesting.
Okay, guys, I am going to go practice banjo now because it requires a lot of training and patience and practice. Do the same thing with your English. We will be back in your ears tomorrow.
Bye.